Good morning. Welcome to the Jaded Kisses Boss and Beauty Networking Breakfast. The purpose of this breakfast was to get women together and talk about the issues that they're having with business, style, fashion, and just being a woman in a male dominated world, which is business. Now in 2015, there are more women starting their own businesses, hiring employees. Like, we have more money than we know. So why are we showing up to events looking like we're begging for handouts? Why are we at networking parties falling out on the floor drunk? Like, this is the purpose of this networking breakfast, to talk about how to take you from beginner entrepreneur to the CEO that you want to be. How do you pull your looks? How do you go to events? Which events do you go to? And starting off, I just want to say thank you for joining. There'll be one every month, and every month we'll have a different topic, a different subject, or different questions that have been submitted by different viewers or subscribers to the Jaded Kisses brand. Let's get into it. What is style? Style varies by person. Style is it's your personality. It's how you view life. You don't have to view style as something that's like a burden. Style can be whatever you make it. If you want to wear all black, but at least make sure it fits. If you want to wear whatever color or whatever, you want to keep up with the trends, do it. There's no such thing as showing up to a business event where you have to wear a suit. You don't have to, as long as you look professional. Being in business is about taking control of who you are and showing the world what your brand is about. If your brand is t-shirt and jeans, let it be that. If it's suits, let it be that, but make sure it's tailored. These are simple things that can be done without breaking your budget. I started my brand, Jaded Kisses, a few years ago, and it started out of necessity, which most brands do. It starts out with a need that you see for yourself, and it goes from there. I couldn't fit a lot of the clothes that were on the racks. Either it would be too small in the waist or have that big gap. And when I would wear belts, it would bunch up. So we moved to Houston, and I started taking sewing classes. And from there, it just grew. It grew from just being or seeing clothes on the rack to being able to make my own. And from there, I started styling different events, and people would ask me questions, and I would answer them. And I'd be like, hey, I can do this, as many of you can. You can do it. It's whatever you want to do. It takes effort, but you can do it. After learn how to sew, I started doing styling events. I joined different groups. I interned. I did whatever. If there was something in fashion going on, I made sure I was there because I wanted to know. And then I started my own business because I saw the things that were missing. There's not a lot out for plus size women. There are not a lot of options out for people under 5'5". If you're 5'5" and you go into Macy's, there are very few brands, under 50 brands, that are available for you. So I started sewing. I started styling because the stuff that's on the mannequin isn't for us. It's not meant. The color schemes that they have, they aren't meant for people that have dark skin tones or someone that's over a size 10. And if you're super curvy, you can hang it up. They're becoming other brands that are coming, but I wanted to start a brand that was for us, by us. I understand the problems that was going on. I understand the needs that were there. So I created my own. And a lot of you have too. And I'm so proud of you, seeing you take your businesses from an idea to the dreams that you're having. Everybody says they want to be an entrepreneur, but until you actually start, you're just a dreamer. There are buku people who have great ideas all day long and never launch anything. That's another purpose for this group. We're here to support one another. We're here to say, hey, this is what's going on. Hey, maybe try this. Why not? People do it all the time. Men do it all the time. They help one another. They support one another. So why can't we? Every event that's on your calendar, you should not be going to. If you're in marketing, Some parties you really shouldn't be going to unless they have your ideal client there. If your clients are luxury, high scale clients, you shouldn't be in the hood at a low budget party that's free, because everybody comes into the free parties because they don't want to spend money. If you sell a product that is worth money, or you're trying to sell something that costs, go to somewhere where people actually have something that they're looking to buy. Every event that's paid isn't for you. There are some events I won't even go to because they don't have my crowd. And that's something that you learn as you go, knowing where to go, what to do, how to approach people. These are things that we as women need to know, because most events that I go to, the women sit in the corner and it's the men that are interacting. And I'm like, what's going on? But they don't know any better. And I want to see women do good, do well. I want to see them in the $600,000, $6 million range doing business. Like, why not? Most women are afraid to even apply for those things. When it comes to asking for money, we back down, or we don't get most of us, the ones that I come in contact with, when I say, what is your fee? They, no, know what it is that you want. If you want to make $60,000 at the end of the year, break it down piece by piece so that you know how much you need to make this week. How many events do you need to go where your clients are that say, hey, we're willing to pay you $6,000 for the day to come out and do whatever it is you do. It's not impossible. It happens every day. Clients will fly you places. Clients will call you and say, hey, we want your expertise. But if you are sitting on your thumbs and twiddling your thumbs and not getting it done, why would they pay you? Why should they pay you? And especially if you show up to these networking events drunk, why would they want to hire you? Me included. It's okay to have fun. You want to be social. People don't want to do business with anyone that they can't see themselves having a beer with or drinking a glass of wine with. Think about it. That girl at work that you don't like to be around, why? She has a bad attitude. So why would you take that into other networking events? Why would you take that to other business meetings? It's cool to be business, but there's a point where you have to actually be social. Do they like you? People only spend money on things or people or other businesses that they know, like, and trust. And to get them to know you, you have to put yourself out there. If you do hair, instead of being naked on Facebook, show your hair. If you do fashion, show your style, show what you're wearing. Most people don't even like to broadcast themselves. Oh, I don't want to put myself out there because people are going to think you're in business. This is business. It's nothing about you. There's no time to be shy. That's something that I had to get over as well. Being shy, not wanting to be the person, the bitch of the group. But what makes a woman a bitch at a meeting? She's the go-getter. She's the one that gets it done. Being professional and being a bitch are not the same. When you show up to events, be on time, look your best. If you need help, hire someone. Look in magazines, write down what it is that you like. More women show up to these meetings looking like they're wearing somebody else's clothes and asking for big dollar deals. It doesn't match. People see what you're wearing before they see you miles away. Like, they see, it's not even about wearing Louboutins and Giuseppe's, but do you look pulled together? Do you look like what you're asking for? Do you look like a $6,000 deal, or do you look like a McDonald's ticket? These are questions. These are questions to ask. Be unique. Wearing an all black suit that's ill-fitting, you fall into the sea of other black suits that look horrible. When you show up wearing something that you really, really like and it's tailored to fit your body no matter what size it is, people notice. People notice your confidence. And really, style is all about your confidence. If you wear a dashiki that's a million colors, be confident in that shit. Who cares that it was $5? Nobody cares about that stuff. Women say they do, but they don't. Most women I know wear $5 dresses and $2,000 shoes and strut right across the scene like ain't nothing going on. That's her style. Another question that I've gotten a lot of is how to be professional and sexy. The key to being professional and sexy, the first key is to be confident. Point blank. There's nothing other than confidence. Confidence opens so many doors, and confidence itself alone is very sexy. You don't have to be butt naked to be professional and sexy. If you're going to show skin, show one at a time. Like if you're going to have your chest out, have on something that covers your legs. You can't have your whole body exposed because then you just look tacky. So just one area of skin at a time. If you're going to show legs, maybe do a higher collar. It doesn't have to be grandma, but do a higher collar and maybe do a keyhole in the back. It's about balance. Style and being professional is about balance, balancing what people see and balancing how you feel about yourself, how you want to put yourself forward. What is style to you? That's very important. What does style mean to you as far as being professional? Does it mean wearing a black wrap dress? If that's something that you don't have in your closet, that should be something that is definitely there, because a wrap dress fits you no matter what shape you are, and it looks good on. There's about 10 staples, but I think that will be for the next meeting. This one, I just wanted to get everybody on the same page as far as style and professionalism. Most of it's just being yourself. How short is too short when going to professional meetings? If you sit down and can see up your dress, it's too short. That's basics. That's stuff that you can check before you go to the house. Or if you have a friend, have them check that for you. If they're a real friend, they'll tell you, boo, all your stuff is hanging out. That's what we do. As women, what happened to all the support that we were giving one another in years past? Now it's all about me, me, me. There's no one person that has built an empire by themselves, solely by themselves. It doesn't happen. You're not going to find it. They have a system. They have a support system. They have a group of people that, at least 8 to 10 people that have their back. I would like to one book I would recommend is, make it two books that I would recommend as far as like thinking and getting your mind together for the money that you want. As a Man Thinketh. And what's the other book? 16 Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. Those are two books that I would recommend that every entrepreneur, not even just women, but every entrepreneur should read at least once a year. And even reading the books and having like the podcast and things like that, those are tools. Those are tools to keep you going. As an entrepreneur, you're always learning. You're always reaching and going. If you're an entrepreneur that doesn't learn, you're stagnating yourself. You can't grow to past a certain level when you stop learning, when you stop putting yourself out there to learn more stuff. Even if you are, no matter what your genre is, you're always learning. But there are some things that you just need to learn. Marketing is one of them. Even if you're not a marketer, you need to learn how to market yourself and how to put yourself out there. Which events to go to? How do your cards need to look? How do you need to present yourself? Speaking, that's another thing. When you get in front of people, if you're stammering and can't get past that there's 10 people in front of you, how can you get your message out? It's something that we all have to go through. Because there are people that want to hear what you have to say. You just have to put yourself out there and be able to say it. My goal by the end of the year is to have networking breakfasts with women of every different genre of business. That's marketing, that's strategy, that's business, that's finance, that's my engineers, that's no matter what you do. Hell, if you're a stripper, girl, come on. Everybody needs support. No, there's no such thing as a one-man island. And that's truly my goal. Like, I want to see as many women as possible make it. I don't care what you do. As long as it's not hurting the community or hurting your family, cool. Go for it. Don't be afraid. Like, that's truly my main thing is don't be afraid. You can't be afraid of being successful. And some of the myths that people have about being successful. Money is evil, the root of all evil. And it's like, how can you say that the love of money is the root of all evil? If you have money and you're evil, you were evil when you were broke. So it has nothing to do with being successful or kicking past the $2 million price line. You are who you are. Money makes you more of who you are. So take that. You were born to create. Do it. Period. There's nothing else to say about that. If you, whatever it is that you have in your heart to do, do it. And get you a tribe of chicks or whoever that have your back no matter what, that support you. No, they're not going to go to every event that you have because people have lives. If they can, they will. But the least you can do is share it with them. That's your gift to the world. Whatever it is, if it's art, do your art and share it. The women that are supposed to share with you or supposed to build you up and supposed to help you get to that next level, they'll be there and they'll help you. I don't believe in women can't work together. That's bullshit. Period. That's a mental thing. If you feel like women don't support you, you don't support women. Period. Who are you supporting? These last few weeks, I made it my business to put out nothing but strong alpha females. Alpha females, the ones that get it done, not the ones that are cowering. Every woman has the ability to be an alpha female. It's in you. Stop being afraid. Any questions? What are you having issues with when you're getting dressed? Is it the styles that are available? Is it the trends? Or do you want to know how to add trends to your wardrobe? Is it color? What is it? Is it fit? What's your issue with style? Ask now. Most of the things that women have problems with is not asking. My credentials, just in case you were wondering, I went to HCC for fashion design. So I've learned everything about how to put garments together, how to fit them, what colors go well. So that was something that I offered to the world. At first I was afraid. I didn't want to do it. It was like, nobody's going to pay attention. Nobody's going to buy it because that's that medium brown girl syndrome, Mom Omi calls it. Light skin. It's like it's just this mental thing that we were brought up that if you're a certain color or you're dark, you're not good enough. That's a lie. You can do whatever you want. All it is just knowing who to go to ask questions. Taking what it is that you know and putting it out. Put it in the universe. Do you have a vision board? Do you have a group of people, a successful women that you can model yourself after? Not copy, model. Modeling is just that, model. If you see that, hey, she's having events, why can't I? That don't mean jock all of her stuff. That means add your own events and do it your way. When you're trying to be someone else, it never works. It never works. Because you're not being true to who you are. If loud colors and mismatched clothes is what you like to do that and be that. It's who you are. It's just a part of life. And you'll feel so much better knowing that you can be yourself as opposed to always trying to be someone else. It's like, live your truth. If your style is something that needs help, write down questions. Ask people. Know which brands carry a line for you. If you're 5'2", know which brands cater to petite women. If you're plus size, know which brands cater to plus size. If your jeans are too long, know where to find a tailor. Having your jeans hemmed, depending on which neighborhood you go into, no more than $5. Tops. If you can't find one in your neighborhood, I'm quite sure there's some in your area on Craigslist. Know how to make your face up. just a basic everyday look. If you don't wear makeup, that's fine. Just know what your truth is. If your truth is makeup and MAC, know how to apply it. Because you're not always going to have a makeup artist on hand that has an hour to just beat your face every day. You should at least have a repertoire of 5 different things that you can do with your makeup to pull yourself together before you go to different events, before you go to any marketing, anything that even to your events, you need to be able to pull your face together. Who wants to look at somebody that looks tired all day? The same questions that you have when you see other people are the same things that they have for you. Till next time, guys, I will see you next month, same time, same place. You can find me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Jaded Kisses Designs. Later.